Hello, hello everyone. Smooth transition. Welcome to the stream. Rearrange my set here. First CosPilates of 2024. First CosPilates in a very long time. So I'm super excited to be back. As you can tell from the title, we will be doing Heaven Official's Blessing. I always call it Heaven's Official Blessing. I always put the possessive in the wrong spot. But we are doing a January TGCF bonanza. I have had a big TGCF month. The novel got released in English, the final one. So I've been able to complete my set. I was able to get the art book a couple of weeks ago. The dub has just been gifting us with so many amazing moments. And I just watched the new dub episode last night. So I am feeling very festive for TGCF in general. So I thought, why not kick off our January CosPilates with just that? So this is one of 3 classes that I will be teaching over the next week. We're going to start with our boy XieLian, and then we're going to move to my favorite, Huacheng, and then we're going to do an OTP pairing, a XieLian CosPilates, where we're going to take parts of this class and parts of the Huacheng class and put them together to make an ultimate class. So I hope that sounds fun to you, because I'm really excited about it. I did my best to dress accordingly, as best as I could as XieLian, in something where you could actually see my body while I work out. I tried to put that mask on, but the strings were too short, so I couldn't wrap it around my head. So I hope it serves well as a, a Crown Prince gouache prop, just hanging out and taking class with us. Let's kick off. So speaking of class, what do you need today? So you're going to need one prop today for class. You're going to need a TheraBand, a strap, a towel, even a belt will work. Something that is long that you can hold. It doesn't necessarily have to be flexible and pullable and stretchy. That's not a requirement, but if it is, that's awesome. I have a pretty long one here today because I don't own anything shorter. This is going to represent our boy Roya. And we're going to incorporate some Roya elements into our class today for fun. When I do a theme, I do the theme. So get ready for some really bad puns through this. To play more into our method acting situation, you'll see this QR code next to me. I curated a K-pop playlist inspired by XieLian. So I was thinking about, what that would look like, and I put together a little Spotify playlist. So if you want to scan the QR code there and listen to that as you move with me, go right ahead, or you can pop on your own music, whatever works for you. This is a class for all of us to have some fun. Before we get started, one final thing is you lay down on the mat and grab your props. Disclaimer, so finding our edge and pushing ourselves is one thing, and then pain is something we do not want. So if at any point you are experiencing pain, do not push through it, abort mission, and either take a modification that I will provide, or, oh, hello, nice to see you. Either take a modification that I will provide, or take a pause and join us in the next exercise. Both are valid, but what we don't want to do is push through pain. That is really bad. Meet your body where it's at now. I was feeling pretty good about an hour ago, and then I ate a bunch of chips, so now I'm feeling a little different, but I'm still excited. So with that, why don't we get started? So you're going to start by grabbing your strap. We're going to keep it close to us because we're going to grab it and do some arm work supine, lying on our backs. So let's work our way to the floor. I know this black and white checkerboard legging is not very XieLian, but I am a vampire and I don't own anything white. So this was actually quite a challenge for me. This is the whitest pant that I have. So I hope it cuts. I hope it works. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. All right. So we are going to lie down And because XieLian's a very serene guy, we're going to start with some breathing. So you're going to take your hands, 4 fingers to the front of your rib cage, thumbs to the back, so that you look like a high fashion model. I want you to think about the space between your shoulders and your ears and just soften the tops of your shoulders so that we're not carrying tension. I want you to feel really light and airy here. So from here, with our hands on our rib cage, you're going to take an inhale and feel your ribs expand east to west into the sides of your hands. And then exhale, play the accordion. Feel your fingers draw closer together towards the center line. Your ribs draw in. Inhale, breathe into the sides of your ribs. Exhale, drop your waist, draw the sides in. 2 more times like that. This time, as you breathe into the sides, can you get air into your thumbs, more into the back? And exhale, bring it in. Like you've got a rubber band around your rib cage and it's expanding and contracting. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Draw it in. This is the breath we want to continue as we begin to add limbs and more core engagement. With that, grab your strap, grab your roya, or whatever you call it, whatever you call your friend. We're going to take our arms shoulder width apart, wrists are above shoulders. From here, keeping the collarbones long, I want you to take an inhale and reach your arms back behind you. Maybe the arms come all the way to the floor, maybe they don't. Either way, I want your breath into the sides of the ribs, and I want you to keep your back down so that we're not arching the back. And then on your exhale, you'll bring your arms back to your start position. Inhale, draw the collarbones wide. Exhale, bring the arms back to your start position. 3 more times like this, keeping the bottom tips of the ribs down on the mat. We don't splay the ribs as the arms go back. 2 more times. Inhale, reach long, but draw the shoulder blades down. And exhale, bring it up. Last time here. And exhale, bring it up and hold. From here, just shake it out a little bit. We're going to go the opposite direction now. So arms are going to draw forward on your inhale. You'll curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Bottom tips of the shoulder blades stay down. Your collarbones stay wide. And then on your exhale, bring yourself back to your start position. Tailbone stays down. On your next exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Keep reaching the fingertips long, but drawing the shoulder blades down the back in opposition. And lower back down. You have 3 more times here. I want you to crease right below your breastbone so that the neck is not taking the load here. If this is your first time doing this, 2 more times, you might feel some tension in the neck. That's okay, but if it starts to hurt, I want you to stop. This last time you're going to lift up and hold. Stay as you are now. Arms are going to go back. Biceps frame the ears. Stay through your curl. Exhale, press down. Inhale, press out. Exhale, bring it in. 3 more times. And bring it in. 2 more times. Curl through your arms like a picture frame. Last time. Bring your arms back to your start position as you lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Bring the arms down. Rock yourself side to side. We can take that QR code away for now. Take a little rock side to side. We're going to add on to this curl position with our prep for the 100. If you've never done Pilates before, the 100 is the true warm-up to the mat system, the classical mat system. It's a time for us to, I call it the cardio exercise of Pilates. It allows us to build some heat and it gets our whole body moving. And if you're freezing right now, you're going to get warm real quick. We're going to take our roya and we're going to bring it underneath our legs here. You'll bend your knees into your chest. Now, I like to hook my thumb under and have my fingers long. It's a little more classical Pilates to do that, but you can also have a light fist here. That also works. Keeping the collarbones wide, a nice space between the shoulders and the ears because we're graceful and beautiful like XieLian. I want you to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. Keep reaching that strap away from you. Now from here, I want you to add the legs. Level 1 will come to tabletop, knees over hips. Level 2, heels together, toes apart, toes up to the ceiling, legs straight. Level 3, 4, 5, anywhere else. The lower and longer the legs are, the more challenging this is. You'll hold at your working level for 3, 2, 1, bend everything back in, lower down. We have 2 more and then we add on. Take an inhale. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Your legs shoot to your start position. Feel that connection to your midline from the heels through the inner legs all the way up through the crown of your head. And then lower everything back down. This last one we add on our pumping arms, and we're going to do it a little bit differently than we usually would because we have a little buddy. You're going to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. Find your 100 position. Woo, I lost my boy. Instead of pumping up and down, we're going to pull out into our straps like this, out to the sides. For inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now thinking wide collarbones, I want you to feel your back move your arms. Your arms are a part of your back moves them. So thinking less about moving the arm from the top of the shoulder and more about finding that scapula, that shoulder blade, the engagement through the back to move the arms. Let's go 4. And exhale. And 3. This goes straight to your stomach. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. Last time. And exhale. Bend your knees, lower down. Oh my goodness. Grab your strap, stretch your legs long in front of you, and just take a long yawning stretch behind you. Sleeping on the floor at the Poochie Shrine. In the anime or the donghua, the Poochie Shrine, they make it pretty. It's quite nice for a little straw shack. I would like to visit there. The floor actually, to me, looks kind of comfortable. I don't know if anyone feels the same way about that, but also it would be comfortable if I had Hua Chung sleeping next to me. That would be fun. Anyway, let's get back to what we're here for. Let's do some roll-ups. You're going to bring your arms, you're going to bring your hands into your straps. Bring your knuckles up to the ceiling, or you can have long fingers. You're going to plug your shoulders down your back. Want you to have long legs with your feet flexed. If the knees have to be bent, totally valid. Doesn't change the difficulty at all. From here, you're going to take an inhale. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up like we just did for the 100 and reach your arms long. And then lower back down. We're going to come through our Pilates curl and roll all the way up to seated. If it's helpful to keep a bend to the knees, do that. Take an inhale here at the bottom. Exhale. Find your curl and now roll all the way up. Maybe you squeeze out onto that strap. You're going to lift up at the top and dive forward. Drop your head. Draw your waist backwards in opposition. Your ribs are lifting away from your hips and up to the ceiling. Keep some tension on this strap here. I'm pulling slightly outward into this strap as I slowly roll all the way down. This is activating my shoulders and helping them stay in place. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll up. Reach the legs long here. Always feel like your legs are infinitely lengthening out of your sockets. Keep reaching your heels away as you lower down bone by bone. One more time here. Curl all the way up. Dive forward, drop your head. This is the calm before our next choreography. We're going to flow a little bit. CieLian's a very flowy dude. He's got flowy robes. He's a go with the flow kind of guy, to a point. Sometimes he meddles too much, but that's why we love him. We're going to add a little flow here. You're going to roll all the way down to the mat. Bring your arms all the way overhead to wherever they can fall without you splaying the ribs. From here, your heels are going to drag in. Legs can stay zipped together or separate. Now lift your hips into a shoulder bridge. We're doing reverse roll up here a little bit. Press into your shoulders, squeeze your glutes, and reach your knees over your toes. Now slowly roll down bone by bone. Tailbone is the last thing to come down. Heels reach long. We come right back up. We flow into that roll up. Dive forward. Keep a little tension on this strap. Keep your collarbones parallel to that strap. Slowly lower down. Nice smooth transition to shoulder bridge. Lower back, middle back, upper back, reach up and long diagonal spine at the top as we lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back, tail. One more time here, roll all the way up, diving forward, and take it all the way down, bone by bone. Take a little breath here, lower the arms, shake it out. Fabulous. All right, from here, let's do a little extra arm action. So we're gonna have a couple of exercises here that are chest focused because XieLian spent some time being a street performer where he was breaking some rocks on his chest. I don't know why he ended up going with that one, but he can do a lot of different things. There's a great kind of memeable moment from the Donghua of him like spinning a lot of plates on different parts of his body. So he's a jack of all trades, but the breaking boulders on his chest, he liked to highlight a lot. So we're gonna do a little bit of that incorporation here today. So from here, you're gonna bring your arms up to the ceiling and you're gonna hold on to your strap. We're gonna do a little bit of a chest fly here. And if you don't have flex here, or if you have some light weights you want to go and grab, you can do that as well. We're going to move through a few of these pretty quickly. All I want you to do is keeping your arms soft, like you're holding a beach ball or you're holding a boulder. You're going to open your arms out to the side, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, and then bring your arms back to your start position. You're going to open your arms and then resist the stretch to come back in. The strap, if it's stretchy, it's going to want to pull you and tell you where to go. You tell the strap where to go. Keeping the collarbones wide. You can also do this without weights. It's really great for mobility and stretching the chest, especially when we work at computers so much, or we're sitting on our couch in a ball reading TGCF. We can lose a lot of flexibility in our chest. So it's good. It's a good way to keep it open. Let's go 3 more here. 2 more. And last time. From here, take your strap. You're going to take your right leg into the strap. I like to go a little below the ball of the foot and then lift your leg up to the ceiling. This left leg that's down on the floor, I want you to feel like it's pushing away, like you're pressing something away. From here, I want you to find a place on the strap where your shoulders can stay down. I don't care how high your hands get up. If your shoulders are up by your ears, we're carrying tension where we don't want it. It defeats the purpose of Pilates. We're going to take our foot into the strap and you're just going to give it a little stretch here. If you want to flex and point the foot, if you want to kind of shift it side to side, take a moment here to just get a little opening in the leg. Now from here, we're going to bend the knee into our chest and then extend the leg to the ceiling. And bend and straighten. This last time here, you're going to bend. How close can that thigh get to your chest? Keep that space the same as you extend the leg up to the ceiling. Now from here, can the leg stay where it is as you remove the strap? Find that zip up from your abs to keep the leg where it is. Arms will come down by your side, or if you want to challenge, grab your strap again, arms come up to the ceiling. With a flexed foot, because we're a martial god and we kick things, wonderful, we take the leg across the body, down and around, and bring it up. The larger the circle, the more challenging this is. We're trying to keep our hips unmoving, so just the leg moves in the hip socket. And now reverse your circle. Take it out, around, kick dust off of your shoulder and bring it up. Out, around, kick that rock dust off of your shoulder from the previous exercise. And last time. Keep your leg up to the ceiling if you need to bend your knee in to bring that strap back under your leg. Take one more stretch here. And our right leg is up. You're going to take your left hand, bring your right arm down to your side. Take the leg across your body just a little bit. You'll feel a stretch through the side of the leg. And then switch your grip, switch hands, take the leg out to the side. Leg comes back through center, bend your knee into your chest, extend it long, and we switch sides. Bring that other leg in. Oof, I'm a little tight. It's been really cold here, and when it's really cold, we just get even more tighter into a ball position, and you don't want to leave bed, and I'm really starting to feel the effects of it. All right, from here, you're going to bend your knee into your chest and straighten. 2 more times. And straighten. Last time, bend. Keep the thigh close to your chest. I don't know why that amused me so much. Your thigh's going to stay close to your chest. Keep that distance as you lift the leg up to the ceiling. Now hold here. Can the leg stay where it is, grammar, as you release the strap off of your leg? You're going to bring your hands up to the ceiling or keep them down. With your flexed foot, you go across the body. Now how high can those toes come towards your face? In this position. Holy moly, draw it around and lift it up. 2 more like this. Last time. And then reverse your circle. Out, around and up. Inhale, out. Don't forget that breath from the beginning. Last time. Bend your knee in or not. I'm going to try for it. Awesome. And grab onto your leg and take a stretch. You're going to bring the strap into your right hand. Take the leg across your body. And then switch sides. Take it across the other way. All right, from here, legs come back through center. Release your strap, bend your knees into your chest, and grab some water. We are into the next third of our class. Stay lying on your back, or we're going to return there eventually. So this is our ab series. It's our XieLian ab series. It's a series of 5 in classic Pilates mat. Some of these exercises will look familiar, but we're going to give them a little Crown Prince twist. So we're going to use our strap, and we're going to play with different variations to kind of challenge our coordination, and then also depth of the core usage. So we're going to do some interesting things to kind of see how deep we can go with accessing our innermost ab muscles. So if that sounds exciting to you, get ready for this next part. All right, finding the center of your mat. I kind of flew all over the place there. You're going to bend your knees into your chest, and you're going to take a kind of narrow stance with the hands for this one. Not too far apart. We're going to start with our single leg stretch. So the legs, one leg will bend in and the other will reach out. We're going to add a little extra spiciness to this with Roya. You're going to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. Stretch your left leg long. And now from here, I want you to draw your right leg into the strap and then press the strap into your leg. See how that tension goes straight into your abs and how you have to draw your front body down towards your back body more. And then switch, find that resistance. And switch. That resistance within yourself. XieLian hating himself. And switch. And switch. For 4. And 3, stay in that curl. 2. And 1, lower down. You're going to separate your hands shoulder width apart for double leg stretch. Arms are going to look similar to what we did in warm-up. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. Arms are going to shoot behind you. Legs will come to your working level like we did with the 100. Hold here. You pulse into the strap once and then bend everything back in. Curl through your arms like a picture frame. Pulse and bring it back in. 3 more times, staying lifted. And in. And 2. And in. Last time. And in. Lower down. Rock your head side to side. If at any point it feels a lot on the neck, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Keeping your head, neck, and shoulders down does not make this easier. It actually makes some exercises harder. That's the magic of Pilates. There's no such thing as easy. I love when instructors give us things and They go, oh, this one's easy. And as an instructor, I know, it's not easy. Instructors don't know what easy is. All right, let's do some scissors. Legs are gonna come straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna do a similar press into the band as we did with single leg stretch. So bring your hands narrow, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. I don't care if the legs are straight. It's more important that your tailbone stays down. So if you're here and your tailbone's floating or you're tucking your lower back into the mat, get them down. If your legs are here but your tailbone's down, that's where I'd rather you be. You're gonna scissor your left leg to 45 degrees, pulse this right leg twice into the band, and switch. And pulse and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Draw the waist down with each pulse and how the engagement of the core, drawing downward, creates space for you to move the leg closer to your face. Let's go 2. Last time. Bend your knees lower down. Rock your head side to side. I'm building a lot of heat here. All right. From here, we move into our lower lift. Arms are going to come up to the ceiling. And we're going to do a similar kind of pulsing outwards into the strap. Legs will come to tabletop or to the ceiling here. Either way, we're hinging at the hip. So from the hip point, not from the knee. You're going to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and hold. Actually, lower down. We're going to change this up. Oh my gosh. Change up on the fly. You're going to bring the band underneath your legs. Always having to change on the fly. That's okay. Makes it more exciting. You're going to lift your legs up to the ceiling, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Now the strap's underneath you. Keep reaching your fingertips long. Roll your shoulders open, curl up higher. Lower your legs to 45 degrees or lower, and then lift them up in one piece. Inhale, lengthen to lower. Don't forget that breath. Exhale, lengthen the legs to lift. You reach them long away and keep that reach as you lift up. 2 more times. And lift. Last time, I promise. And lift. Bend your knees in, lower down. Take that strap away, bring it back above your thighs. We have reached the final boss, the Jun Woo of the ab series, with crisscross. Personally, one of my favorites. Hands are going to be in your strap. Wrists over shoulders. You're going to curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Take your right armpit towards your left knee. You're going to reach your arms past you. Punch your strap away. Twist and lift up. And then come around. Reach past your other leg. Twist and reach. And twist and reach for your favorite boy. And twist. And twist. For 3. And 3. I know, we're doing sets. And 2. Last set. Last one. You're done. Lower down. Rock your head side to side. If it helps, take one hand on each knee. Circle your knees away from each other. And then reverse your circle. And then make your way up to seated. Who's up to date on the Donghua? I've been having so much fun watching it. I think I've watched the Gambler's Den episode 20 times. It's just really great. I've been really thrilled with the dub. The dub's been really entertaining. Everyone's doing such a great job. It's really interesting to see how they take the material and translate it into English. It's definitely top 3 favorite English dubs of all time. I have so much fun watching it. I haven't been this excited to watch an English dub in a very long time, so great job to the dub team. But I watch it in both, nonetheless. It's just more for me. I get to watch it more, which, why not? All right, anyway, so we talked a little bit about kind of themes with CieLian. We're going to talk a little bit here about shoulders. So, CieLian's got pretty amazing shoulders. I mean, he is a martial god and he's a sword wielder. So his shoulder mobility, his shoulder strength, and his shoulder flexibility are pretty rad. And so we're gonna kind of have that in mind as we move through these next few exercises. We're going to do a variation on our spine stretch forward. So you'll have your Roya in hand. I want you to separate your legs a little bit wider than mat width distance so that we're not in the Russian ballet, we're not gymnasts, we don't need to be here. Just a little wider than the mat. I want you to be able to sit up on your sits bones here. So what does that mean? Those bony landmarks in your booty, those are your sits bones. We want to feel stacked right on top of those so that the ring of your hips, the ring of your ribs, and the ring of the crown of your head line up like concentric circles. If we're back here and you feel like you're kind of reaching for your toes or you feel behind your sits bones, I want you to take a bend of the knees and lift yourself up so that you can get a little more movement through the pelvis to get yourself a little more lifted. You can also sit on a yoga block or a book, maybe the book with the most qigong in it you can sit on to help lift up and get some freedom through the back of your legs. So either way, find that position right now. We're going to take our strap, bring the arms to parallel to the floor. Now think about your shoulders here, not just pulling the shoulder blades down the back, so that movement of going down, that depression of the scapula, but I also want you to think about the plugging back of the shoulders. So a lot of us, we spend a lot of time at the computer, our shoulders may be a little forward here. I want you to think of plugging the shoulders back a little bit so that those collarbones get a little wider. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Drop your head and lift your abs to the ceiling as you slide the arms forward. Think of your roll up here. I want you to really lift the ribs away from your hips. And the more you do that, the closer your head comes to the floor. And then slowly stack all the way up to tall. Take an inhale. Exhale, slide and dive. Drop your head, lift your ribs away from your hips. And come all the way back up. Let's take one more time here. Slide and dive forward. That lift between your ribs and your hips is going to be important for our next exercise. From here, I just want you to bring your Roya in front of you. You're going to bring your hands either behind your head for a little bit more of an advanced version, or you can bring your fingers to your shoulders, keeping the elbows aligned with your shoulders. This is it's a little easier to hold than here, especially if our chests are tight. I'll demo both. So from here, keeping the hips square to the front, I want you to wring out your waist like a towel and twist towards the right, keeping the hips down. And then come back through center. Take an inhale into the sides and backs of the ribs. Exhale, twist. Can you grow taller as you twist? And come back through center. Take an inhale, start your ascension to heaven, and keep lifting up, up, up into your twist. We don't want to descend. We've already descended 3 times. 3 times is more than enough. Let's twist one more time to the left and center. Now from here, we're going to tip over to the side, lift your bottom ribs away, and side bend over to the right without lifting your hip. So it's there we go. I want you to imagine you're between 2 panes of glass here, and then come back through center. Tip to the left. It's fun to have the camera because I get to kind of do my own check. Amazing. And then come back through center and tip. Really lift the ribs away from your hips. This should feel part stretch, part side plank. And last time. And come back through center. Shake out the legs a little bit. We're going to keep them wide. We're going to grab our strap here and we're going to work a little bit of shoulder mobility. This is not going to look like much, but it's a lot. So if you choose to do this without a strap, it's going to be hard. If you have a strap, good luck. It's going to be a little spicier than it looks. Arms are going to come to the front. Your abs are going to stay lifted and stable. Lifted and stable, just like XieLian. Nice stable boy, at least on the outside. From here, arms are going to stay long. You're going to bring your arms up and around behind you. I don't care if they go all the way to the floor, mine are not. This is more for a chest stretch, and then bring your arms back to the front. Lift your arms as far as they'll go and hold. Now check in, drop the shoulders away from the ears, pull out into your strap a little bit, roll the shoulders open, and then bring your arms back. Lift up, draw the arms back. Keep that lift in the core. We don't want to sink. I want you to feel really light on your booty here, almost like you're going to lift off and fly to heaven. We don't want to feel like we're bearing down here. I want you to feel really long and light and spacious. Last time here, you're going to press the arms back. We're going to do little pulses. Back, 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 back. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down. Shake it out. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but that was the buzzer. Some sort of special delivery as I watch my partner scramble towards the phone. That was fun. All right. Legs are going to zip together. Working on back and shoulders. This is going to be a little more traditional gym style. Let's do some rows. So if you have light weights or you don't, this also will work. Stop dancing. You're going to bring, if you have a strap, you're going to bring it underneath your feet like so and hold the sides. If you don't have a strap like mine, you're just going to bring your arms forward. And from here, I want you to have light fists here. Not death grip, just light wrists. This is going to be hard to hold, period, because we want to try and keep the legs as straight as possible and staying nice and upright here. This is a lot of core stability that is required to stay in this position. So now I'm kind of regretting having the strap. That's okay. Roya's fighting me. All right, from here, let's start with the little open chest press here. So arms, you're going to pull back on your strap with wide elbows. As you do this, I don't want you to splay the chest. I want you to keep everything stacked, those ribs over those hips, and then resist your arms straight. Fight the strap. You tell the strap how fast we go. And wide press. And press. For 4 more times. 3. And 2. Last one here, hold. How slow can you bring the arms back to straight? Fight that spring back of the strap. All right, from here, slightly change your grip. We're going to do a little row here. So I have my thumbs on top of my Roya here and all 4 fingers underneath my thumbs. Staying nice and lifted. Keep lifting the ribs from the hips. As you do that, can you feel the front body close? So there's a lot of length happening in the back, that lift of the ribs from the hips. But can you start to feel your ribs start to hug towards your center line in the front of your body? Now we're starting to activate our core 360. We row. From here, this time you bend your elbows and pull back on your elbows, keeping them close to your sides. Same thing here, we don't want to splay the ribs. And then bring it back to your start position. You pull back on your elbows, keeping the collarbones wide. And resist. And bend. And straighten. Woo, 3 more, not 3 more times. That's Pilates math at its finest. We have a lot more than 3. There's a running gag that Pilates teachers don't know how to count. It's very true. I have a BFA. I don't count. Let's go 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last time. Release forward, drop your head, shake it out. Flop around, whatever feels good. Woohoo! All right, from here, grab your strap. We're gonna come lie down on our abdominals for our extension series. So flexion, spinal flexion is the rounding of the spine. Extension is the opposite. It is our heart opening your heart to love. Hua Chang. So we're going to do a couple of variations that challenge the back and shoulders since I've decided that XieLian is the back and shoulder king. I don't know if he actually is or what he does in the back of Poochie's shrine to work out, but this is what I imagine he might do. All right, from here, keep your strap nearby. We're going to go through a couple fundamental swan extension technique runs here, and then we'll get started. So you're going to lie down on your stomach. You're going to stack your hands one on top of the other. Bring your forehead to your hands. Legs are going to start as wide as the mat. If you've done this before or you want a little bit more of a challenge, the legs are going to get more narrow. But see how your body feels. Take a few with the legs wide and then play it as you go. Forehead's going to come to your hands. Now from here, before we start floating appendages up off the mat, I want you to imagine that there's a tack underneath your navel, and you're going to lift it away so that you don't get pricked. So you're going to lift your abs away off of the mat, and then just release that and see how it feels. This time I want you to lift your abs up, and then as you do that, draw your pubic bone down towards the mat, so that the triangle of your bony hip points, your pubic bone are pressing evenly into the mat. So you've got the lift of the abs and the drawing down of the pelvis in opposition. And then release that. That's what we're going to find as we start to float up into our swan. So from here, we're going to take an inhale. On your next exhale, you find that lift of the abs, the draw down of the pelvis, and then float your head, hands, and heart up to a hover. And then slowly lower down with control. 2 more times. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. And slowly lower down. If you're squeezing your glutes like crazy, loosen it up a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift with your abs and upper back to bring yourself up. This time we'll hold here for 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. So it's a little different than if you've ever done cobra in yoga. We're really using our abs and upper back to lift us up. Your glutes will fire on slightly, but they're not the prime movers here. So if you feel like you're death gripping your booty to get yourself up, change your focus. Release the glutes a little bit, find that engagement position that we found, and start to work that a little bit more. All right, easier said than done, I know, but it's going to be a lot better for your lower back. All right, from here, I want you to take your band and bring it just long ways, parallel to the front edge of your mat. We're going to grab for it eventually. We're just prepping. All right, from here, you are going to lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. All right, so take an inhale. Exhale, we lift up into our swan. Now from here, try to stay lifted as you reach your arms long in front of you and then bring them back to your forehead. Reach them long in front of you and bring them back to your forehead. Stay lifted for 3 and 2. Last time. Lower down. We're going to work our way to the back. On your next inhale, you're going to lift up into your swan again. This time, arms come to a cactus or a goalpost, whatever you're into. You're going to reach your arms long in front of you and then bend at the elbows, squeeze, bring it back. Straight and long. Bend, squeeze, bring it back. 3 more times. Keep drawing that waist up towards your spine. Last time. And lower down. That one's so hard, but I need it. All right, from here, you're going to take fists because we're angry that Qirong made that really horrible statue of us. You're going to punch your knuckles down in front of your shoulders. Hug your elbows towards your side. You're mad. Punch that floor. Lift yourself up into your swan position. From here, you're going to drag your knuckles back behind you. Lift up a little higher. Now, can you stay lifted this high as you bend your elbows? Bring your knuckles back to your start position. Whoa. Lift. Draw your knuckles back. And bend. Draw them back in. 3 more times. That was so sad. 2 more times. Last time. But I could watch Hua Chung beat the crap out of anyone for the rest of my life and be happy. Press yourself back, find a child's pose, and breathe. How do we feel about Qirong's look in the Donghua? Because the way that I imagined him when I first read the book, which was also from the Google Doc that a lot of us read way back. The way that I pictured him was not how any of the depictions that I've seen him in. I just have a very different idea of what he looked like in my imagination. But that's what's really interesting about kind of following all of the versions of this, right? It's kind of cool to see the different interpretations, especially in this last episode of the Donghua. I don't remember if any of that's even in the book. Let me know in the comments, but as an art person myself, I think it's really interesting to see the different changes and the different interpretations of things. It's been really cool, and I'm looking forward to see what the live action does. If anyone's got any information on that, let me know. I'm super curious how that's gonna go. But that's for another time. We gotta keep moving. I could talk about this all night. It's such a romantic story that I'm super curious to see, like, are they gonna make it an action? I have so many questions. Let's do some sidekicks, and maybe I can clear my mind about it. So, as I mentioned before, as we all know, XieLian's a martial god. He kicks some booty. He says he's not a good fighter, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. He kicks major ass. And so we're going to kick major ass by doing some side kicks and then working on our ass. We're going to do some shoulder bridges as a transition. How much time do I have left? I promise I'll get funnier by the end of class. All right, so we're going to line up for our side kicks. You're going to take your upper body, bring it to the back edge of your mat from tailbone to elbow. You're going to line up and then take your feet, bring it to the front corner of your mat. You're going to bring your top hand in front of your chest, and your other hand can either hold your head like so, or you can rest on your bicep like a pillow. Either way is valid. Key for everyone here is to keep your hips stacked, one on top of the other. So what we don't want to see is a little mambo forward and back, and we don't want to see kind of a shrugging of the hip. So we want to keep them stacked one on top of the other at all times. That's going to require core strength. So from here, you're going to take your top leg lifted up. We're going to keep the foot flexed the whole time. You're going to draw it forward, kick it twice, and then flex, reach it back behind you. Only go as far as you can hold the stack of the hips. 2 more times, kick. How big can the leg go? Last time, kick. And then bring it to a hover. From here, bend the knee in, lengthen it, and then lift it up and down. A little choreography. We knee the guy in the face, and then we kick him in the face, and then we kick another guy in the face. This is the fantasy I'm seeing. Up and down. Now from here, you're going to point your toe. We're going to do internal, external rotation. The hips don't move. You can take your hand, stack it on top of your hip. Wrap your inner thigh open to turn the leg out, and then bring it back in. The top of your thigh bone, of your femur, is a doorknob, and you are turning the door open. 2 more times. On this last one, we keep the toes turned out. We go for a little elegant ballet kick. You're going to bend the toe in, tap your knee, lift it up to the ceiling, and then lower it down nice and controlled. Passe, extend, développé, and lower it down if you're a dancer. 2 more times. And lower down. Last time. And lower down. Now that we kick some butt, let's move on to butt. Lie down on your back, set up for shoulder bridge. So legs are going to be bent, feet are flat down on the mat. To find your correct position for shoulder bridge, you're going to first bring your feet inner hip width distance apart. So that means taking the bony landmarks of your hips, following that line down, and that's your inner hip width. Congratulations. If you really want to, you can zip your legs together and do more of a challenging situation here, keeping them glued together. But I'm going to take the first option. From here, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and reach for your heels. If your fingers can just graze your heels, that's a good spot for your shoulder bridge to start. All right, we're going to play with a little bit of balance here, a little bit of bilateral work. Since XieLian is a very centered, balanced person, we're going to try and find that within ourselves here. We'll start with 3 traditional shoulder bridges. Roll the shoulders open. Think about all of that work we did before. Tuck your tail, lift your hips up bone by bone. Find that long diagonal spine. We don't want to have a U shape. Think of lining your pubic bone to the bottom of your breastbone. And then take that down bone by bone. Upper back, middle back, lower back. I did it the wrong way. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. I did it correctly. I told you to go the wrong direction. And then lower down. Did I? Oh my gosh, I'm so sleepy. One more time. Even instructors make mistakes. And then slowly lower down. This time we're going to lift up and hold, and this is where our bilateral portion starts. Press that right foot down into the mat. Can you take that left leg, lift it up to tabletop? Without shifting your hips, lower your foot down and lift up the other side. And then lower it down, switch. And lower down, switch. And lower down, switch. It's like a dance or a march. You have 3. Press into your shoulders. They don't call it shoulder bridge for nothing. Last time. Lift your hips all the way up. Slowly roll all the way down. We have one more round. This time we're going to start with the right leg hovering in tabletop, and we're going to lift up and down on one leg. If you're like Sarah, no way. You're going to do what we just did. You're going to lift up and do those single leg marches. So from here, lift that leg up, one leg shoulder bridge, keeping those hips aligned, and lower down, nice and balanced. 2 more times. Try and stay even on your shoulders too. Last time. And lower down. We switch. Nice and smooth transition. You lift up for 3. And 2. Last time. Lower the leg down and then just rock the hips side to side. Let's transition to our left side body for the next part of our leg series. If you already did the left side, no worries. You do the right now. So lining up, finding those stacks, that stack of the hips, hand in front of your chest. This is just here as a light reminder. It's not meant to hold you up. So if you feel like you're really relying on this arm, I want you to start drawing your abs back, not just back, but in towards your imaginary center line. Body in abyss. I can never remember the line. That's so bad of me. I'm a bad fan. So from here, we're going to lift the leg up. Try to go big but controlled here. Swing the leg, kick, kick. Flex, squeeze your booty, press it back. Kick Qirong in the face. Smash him in the ground. And then bring it back towards center. You're going to bend the knee in, keeping the ankle and knee aligned. Press it forward. Lift it up and lower and bend and in. Lift and lower. One more time. Lift up, bring the leg to a hover, point your toe. We externally rotate and internally rotate. Another thing that doesn't look like much, but it's a small but mighty movement. 2 more times. Last time, keep the leg turned out. You're going to tap into your passe. Extend, because we're fancy, and lower down. 2 more times. Extend and lengthen. Last time. And lengthen. Bring your knees into your chest. Let's return to our backs, and we're going to set up for teasers. Teasers are, if you've ever seen an ad for Pilates, where anyone that has that V shape and they're like, I love Pilates. That's what a teaser is. We're going to do a version with the strap underneath our feet to mix it up and end with a little bit of our friend. All right, so from here, you're going to take your strap and you're going to bring it behind your feet. I'm going to bring this right where my arch and heel meet, so it's a lot lower down my foot than it was before. If your strap does not do this, you're going to hold your strap up to the ceiling with your arms parallel, with your arms perpendicular to the floor. Sorry, bad geometry there. So from here, legs are going to start in tabletop. You're going to hold your straps here. I want you to take an inhale. Exhale, we're gonna roll through our Pilates curl. Use the strap to help you to come all the way up into your teaser. You're gonna open your chest at the top here and hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down bone by bone. Let's take that again. Maybe this time the legs straighten if you want more of a challenge. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll up. Now hold. Can the legs get closer to the chest? Can you open your chest more for 3, 2, 1, and lower down with control. This last time, we're gonna add some arm movements. Legs go to the start position. On your next exhale, we curl up, find your teaser, and hold. Pull back on your strap or bring your arms behind your head for 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way down with control. Bend your knees into your chest, rock yourself up to stand. So we'll end standing. The goal of ending standing is to take what we've done on the mat and bring it up into our standing position and out the door into our daily lives. It's very poetic. I feel like XieLian would really appreciate that. All right, so from here, we are going to ditch this for now, bring it to the back of your mat. We're gonna do a little bit of push-up action here. So 3 quick front supports with a lot of push-ups, and then we'll take a little upper body stretch with our band. So finding the back edge of your mat, heels together, toes apart. At about 11 and 1 on the clock, I want you to find that stack of your pelvis, hips, and crown of your head. You're gonna take an inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. You're gonna walk your hands out into a plank position, and we're setting up for push-ups here. These are gonna be wide elbow push-ups. I want you to think arrow with the arms and not a T with the elbows. We're gonna go for 5. For 5. Up. Keep drawing the front body towards your back body. 2 more. Last time. Pike your hips up to the ceiling. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Slowly roll all the way up to tall. Take an inhale, arms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands out. We did 5. This time you're gonna do 3. For 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Slowly roll all the way up to tall. This final one, you get to choose 3 or 5. Forward fold. Walk your hands out. Oh boy, do I do 5? Everyone decide, let's go. I guess I'm doing 5. Oh my goodness. I'm breaking a boulder on my chest. Pike your hips up and hold. Whew. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Push-ups never get easier. All right, grab your band. We're gonna end here with a quick little shoulder stretch. So from here, we're gonna start. Take your right arm, bring it across your body. Hook that left arm and give yourself a little stretch here. And just breathe easy into this. And now we're gonna move into a tricep stretch. So bend your right arm behind your head. Your left hand can press the arm behind you. I'll turn around so you can see. You can also aim for clasping hands. If you're working towards this and you're so close, I want you to take your Roya. You're gonna grab one side and hold the other. And you can slowly start to work your hands up the strap. And then release that, shake it out. We'll go to the other side. So you'll take your left arm across, hook it, breathing easy. Do a little dance. And then tricep stretch. Either using the band as an assist or grabbing hands behind you or pressing the top of the elbow down. This right arm does not want to be open. Sometimes it's got to do what it doesn't want to do. Future me will thank you. Release and shake it out. Final thing here. You're going to take your hands. I'm going to kneel so you can see it a little better. You're going to clasp your hands behind you. Palms are glued together. From here, you're going to try to straighten your arms. Now from here, if you'd like, take a forward fold. Drop your head. Lift your knuckles to the ceiling and then just let gravity take it. This is a really nice chest opener here. I like to kind of go side to side a little bit. Just get a little movement in there. Take one big inhale here. Ending on the breath, and exhale. Come all the way back up. From here, draw your shoulders back. And you are done. You are now a martial god with a hot boyfriend. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed class. If you have any feedback or thoughts, I would love to hear from you. You can follow me on Instagram at MoveWSarah. I'll have a card that has all the information on it after we're done here, and I'll also put it in the chat. But please follow me on Instagram. Let me know what you think. I do these classes not just because I have fun doing them, but it's so we can all have fun together. So I'd love to get your feedback and let me know what you think. If you did like this class and you're curious about more CosPilates, we've got a lot coming. So on Monday, same time, 6:30 p.m. EST, we will be doing the Huacheng TGCF CosPilates. He's my favorite. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be a little spicy. It's going to be a little sweaty. Not that this wasn't, but it's going to be a very different vibe. And then we're going to take these two vibes and we're going to bring them together and we're going to do a XieLian CosPilates a week from today, next Thursday, at 6:30 p.m. EST. So really excited to kick off the new year with all this new CosPilates. Share with me on Instagram your outfit if you were dressed on theme as well. And thank you again for joining me. I hope you had fun and learned some new stuff and got a good workout. And stay awesome, and I will see you all soon. Have a good night, good morning, good day. Bye.